allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
But this ain't what I...
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Burrow looking to pass.
Ooh.
He rifles one that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Dane Crushing. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
You know what you did to my body, too? When you didn't finish that, getting that,
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Ja'Marr Chase complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First down, here's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. When you talk about Ja'Marr Chase, one of the things that really stands out, his ability to take ordinary plays and then turn those into big ones. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
They don't say that shit.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Throwing on first down. Givens. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gibbons. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And they're using him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now the former 4th-round pick.
Where is he going?
And the reinforcements come in.
How the fuck was this nigga just running?
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Back to throw. Gibbons. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And now we'll see punter Tyler Newsome. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
He just sat there and ran all the way to the left.
And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow to the right side and complete to Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. These two teams all tied after one. Mixon with a first down carry. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Breaks through the contact, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Who's this?
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Does it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
McPherson's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st down. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Ballage. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. Gibbons. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, Gibbons. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. That's Anthony Barr coming in for his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Gibbons. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Gibbons. Open man, it's Preston Williams. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Ballage. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st down, Gibbons. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Ballage. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. They get this out left, and that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half, and the Falcons have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. They'll start with a give here to Ballage. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground. Ballage again. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. Gibbons. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Off the play fake. Gibbons. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And down inside the 10, they finally stop him. But what a return. It'll be 1st and goal.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, Mixon.
God damn. How did they get just knocked the fuck down like that?
Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown.
They just knocked my whole team down.
And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
What the fuck is that?
There didn't seem to be much resistance there.
Bro, why did my team just get knocked down like that?
From what I saw there,
I didn't do pass commit, nothing. They just fucking failed.
Because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
How did they knock all my linemen down?
So
everybody.
Field goal. Here's McPherson to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. Off-play action. Gibbons. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football. He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out. To throw on 3rd down, Gibbons. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. Again, it's Ballage. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake, Gibbons. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area, and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way. They run it with Ballage. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first. inside the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Back to throw. Gibbons. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, Gibbons, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And it is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll look to throw again. He completes it to Ridley. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Blanche.
Why can't my fullback get to him? Why can't he just get to him fast?
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second.
I don't get it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense.
Look at it. Why are you?
Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a handoff looking right. And that will get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Balaj. And he is marked down.
Oh my God, Balaj! Wow!
He's a bit short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this in.
Large, bro, you asked for that shit right there. I can't believe that. He literally just got stuck by one tackle. All that fucking blocks.
This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire
Thank God for that, bro. You got stuck.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat.
You couldn't get out of my game.
But let's face it.
I don't believe you just got stopped right there.
They want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They will throw on first down with Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
What the fuck?
And Burrow going to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2.
Where's his son, bro? Why is he like...
So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Right back to him on first down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Here's Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
To throw, Burrow. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
Yes,
Just 6 seconds
incomplete.
left on the clock. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
Dancing to his left. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
How you catch me?
Going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones.
Yeah, no pass
but at
rush.
the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last